Hello everybody, how are you tonight? I have got the with Google and Facebook or whoever's causing the live Facebook dramas. First world problems with the head wobble, I know, but there's some issue with the Google browser, or any browser for that matter, trying to do Facebook Lives on my laptop. Look, my hair doesn't look the same as after I stepped out of the salon, does it? Oh, hey Tash! Trying to fix my hair so it looked as good as after the hairdressers. Never does it? Every time you do your hair, it never does. So I'll just wait for a few of you to jump on, and then I'm going to do my quick live daily. I'm doing this for 30 days, just a quick, well, they're never quick, are they? Because I always rabbit on, as you know. My live video on the Healy and my little journey so far. I'm on day 6. I got my Healy 6 days ago. My hair's really annoying me. I want it to look better than it's looking right now. Maybe I tuck it behind my ear. What do you think, Tash? Oh, I just got to get over it. So I'm on day 6 of my Healy journey. I don't actually have it on tonight because, thanks Tash, my hair is great. Only because I've used it like so many times today, and you're technically only meant to use it like, I'll just put it there and pretend, how's that? Because, yeah, you're only meant to use it about 3, no more than 4 times in a day because it works off frequency. So I've been on it a few times today. And, yeah, so I wasn't actually wearing it, but it's here with me. No, I've got a few stories for you today, and I don't even sort of know where to start. I suppose the first one was my story this morning. Tash, guess which program works well for me? The stress one. Fancy that. So last night I was super duper stressed. I put my Healy on and I went from a mad crazy woman to like chilled out in a matter of 10 minutes, to the point where my body was a little bit confused, and it was the weirdest feeling. It's like 1 minute you're trying to be stressed, but then you're not. But then you are, and then you're not. It's really strange. Oh, sorry, if I'm talking and no one knows what I'm actually talking about, sorry. I should do a little tiny intro at the start of each day in case we get newbies. Talking about the Healy, it's this new thing, Healy. It is it's a grade 2 medical device, but it's taking the world by storm. It basically works on frequency and resonance. So it is able to scan your energetic field, and then it's got 120 programs programmed into here for all different types of ailments, such as sleep, anxiety, fibromyalgia, depression, chronic pain, lots of different bits and pieces. And it helps bring your body back into balance. And the testimonials are just insane. So when I got told about it, and with my energy healing and what I do, this was a big hell yes before I even knew what it really did. I just knew that it's exactly right up my alley. So it works off vibration and frequency. So that's a little, I know a lot of you watching this have seen this story, that explanation a few times, but that's just for the newbies. So stress one this morning worked really well. I woke up, so I went to bed and I woke up okay because I slept really well, but then I was getting my breakfast ready, realizing that my heart was racing, my shoulders were up here, and I was like doing this sort of thing at 6 o'clock this morning, like having like, no, not that crazy, but feeling rather stressed. So I ran the stress program and I felt instantly better. I went for a walk and I felt really good. I've had a few people come and get their analyses done today. So I'm offering free 30-minute analyses. Is that the word? Analyses? Those things? Sessions? 30-minute sessions if anyone wants to come and try it out and feel it with their own hands. Jan did that the other night, and she's now the proud owner of a new Healy. Just a heads up, come along. If you're coming along for your free session, don't be surprised if you, I don't sell, it sells itself. Don't be surprised if you walk out saying, how do I get myself a Healy? It's happened twice in the last 24 hours for me. So I had a few people come, some pretty amazing results. My friend Emily Shine, her mum lives over here at Springfield. She's down at Robina. She's already bought herself one, but she wanted to come and try I swear this thing works when it's not even switched on. I can feel like tingling. It's very bizarre. Emily's mum came to see me to just try the resonance, the analysis side out. So what it does is basically scans your field and tells you what your body needs. And so far, it's been so accurate. It is ridiculous. So Susan, Emily's mum, came in and she got scanned, and I knew she had cancer. She has, but I couldn't remember the type of cancer she had. So it doesn't say cancer on the machine, but it came up with liver was one of the top ones, along with hormones. And I said, oh, what sort of cancer did you have? I actually forgotten, and because I've never met her before. And she said, liver. And I said, oh, that's interesting. I said, do you have hormone problems? She says, yeah, it's a hormone based cancer. It's something endocrine liver cancer. I was like, wow. So we ran a few programs. So that's how accurate it is. It's picking up stuff to that degree. She actually had her top program that came out for her was skin, which at first I was a bit like, oh, that's weird. And she goes, skin? I said, oh, it says skin. And it came up twice in a row. And then right before she left, she goes, oh, that'll be this. Pulls her arm up, and she's got like sort of, she says, I really need to get these things checked out. They look like they're not skin cancer, but they're things that need to be, I think I don't know. They were like sort of skin cancery type things on her arm. So she was, had forgotten about them because her sleeve was pulled down, but skin came up first, and then the liver, and then the hormones, and her cancer was a hormonal liver type thing, cancer. So that was amazing. I then went to my friend Kelly's house. This is a funny story. Of course, I took my Healy with me, and Kelly's had some major surgeries done on her neck and her head because she had a brain tumor and had to have it removed, and ended up with she was in hospital for over 6 months straight, surgery after surgery, ended up getting a staph infection in the wound, really, really bad chronic pain in her neck and her head, to the point where she says she can't feel the whole back of her head, and she's pretty much in constant pain. Doesn't normally complain about it, because anyone in chronic pain will know that when you're in chronic pain, it just becomes part of your life. So I was keen to try it out on my little friend Kelly. I said, are you up for it? She said, sure. Scanned her, came up with chronic pain, came up with migraines, which obviously makes a lot of sense, and jaw pain. She said she's been having a fair bit of pain around here. So we put the electrodes on, and she instantly said she was feeling like you get really space cadet-y, like a bit spun out. And then we put the actual migraine, the jaw pain one on her. So it's really good for pain relief, especially chronic pain. So it's got these little attachments that you attach. This is the machine, but it's got tiny little cords that attach and clip. It's really easy to use. So we clip them on. And I usually have mine on about 30%, 40% max. I've tried it on 70%, and I'm just like, oh God, I'm getting zapped. I can't have it up that high. And they do say that less is good for you, but she's got a really high pain tolerance. So we put it up, one here and one here, and she said, I can't feel it. I can't feel it. I can't feel it. I can't feel it. So I kept turning it up, and I think it was on about 85% or 90% or something. She said, can I lie down? I said, yeah. And she's like, oh, I feel so relaxed. I feel so spun out by this whole thing. And then she got up, and I was leaving, and she was just like I keep saying, I feel like I'm stoned when I come off it. And she says, same. She was acting like, she didn't say it, but she's acting drunk. She's actually meandering up the driveway, talking to me. And I'm like, Kelly, you're not even walking in a straight line. And she's like, oh, did you get the resonance, Tennille? Yes, the resonance is the best. It's the top one. Well done. Good decision. I said that the ones that get the below one, they'll probably regret it. I know Jan's already having buyer's regret. Kelly was just meandering up, and then she's like, oh, this is weird. And then she looks up at the sky, and she goes, oh, Michelle, the clouds, they're so clear. I'm like, are you on LSD or something? Like, this is weird. Anyway, she was just off her face. So I said, will you do a video for me? And she goes, sure. So I took her up, and we did a video. I posted it on the Facebook page for the Healy. If anyone's interested, just let me know, and I can invite you into the group, or you can jump into the group yourself. It's called Healy Quantum Healing Explorers. Healy Quantum Healing Explorers. So that is our group where we're putting all our testimonials. So I posted this video up of Kelly, just like completely spun out. She said she always got neck pain. She said, oh my God, it's like relaxed my neck. I've got no pain. I just don't know how to act because I just feel like weird. Because what happens is people that have been in really chronic pain they don't know how to act when they're not in pain anymore. hence her being so spun out. Like, she had it up pretty high, I must admit, but she had, because she's got such serious, like, I'm assuming scar tissue and all sorts of stuff going around in the back of her head. Oh, Annalisa, you would love this with your kinesiology background. She's got all scar tissue in the back, and I'd say, because I find the more acute or chronic, depending on where you're at, the thing is, the more effect you're going to feel in your body, because you're changing your frequency so dramatically. So if you are like up here in pain, and then you drop your, and then this is a frequency device, Annalise, it's called a Healy, then it works on your frequency to bring, well, it'll actually be taking your frequency up. So your pain levels are going down and your frequency levels are going up. So it's increasing her frequency, and because of that, she doesn't know, her body doesn't know how to be in that state. Amazing, Diane said. Yeah, so her body doesn't actually know what to do when it's in a frequency where it's not used to. So that's why she was spun out and acting like she was on drugs or LSD or something. And that's why she was just like all over the shop, because she didn't know how to be without the pain. She didn't even realize she had the pain, I'm guessing. So I'm keen to find out how she goes tomorrow and the next day, if there's long-lasting effects. Obviously, if you have a Healy, you can do this sort of every day. If you don't have a Healy, you have to come see me or get yourself a bloody Healy. So if you jumped on late, these little thingies are my new, I'm selling them. They're amazing. So you missed Kelly Reeves, Diane. Kelly Reeves had a huge experience this afternoon. She's got, you know, Kelly's problems, and there's a video on the Healy, Quantum Healy Explorer Facebook group, and I recorded her after it, and she's just off with the fairies. So yeah, there's lots of different testimonials, all sorts of stuff. Mine seems to be more emotional. I've had big aha moments with my emotion and my stress. Jen, that's on here, had one around her head. She went home and messaged me and said, "What have you done to me?" And I was like, "Are you okay?" She said, "Yes, I'm fine, but I had to go to bed when I went home in the middle of the day and dozed off. I never sleep. Get me a Healy. Where do I sign?" Kelly was the same thing. She was at the door. Up to that point, she was interested, and she's at the door of the car, and she's like, where, here, take my money, pretty much. I said, just calm down. Calm down, love. Wait till you're not off. I'm not going to take advantage of you in this state. Go off, research, tell me which model you want, and then come back. The group is called, Tennille, the group is called Healy, Quantum Healing. It's very confusing. Healy, as in the machine. Healy, oops, Healy. So Healy Quantum Healing Explorers. You'll see it on there. So, and that's a group for anyone that's just interested to know what the Healy does. We've got lots of information on it, how it works, how the frequencies work, what the technology is. It's a German-based technology. And then obviously, if you're loving everything you see, make sure you do come back through me, because we are building the most amazing team you have ever seen. I've got just a gorgeous team under me, and it's just beautiful. We're all collaborating and we're working together. We're doing Emily Shine. Emily Shine, she's like famous. I say, "You're famous, Emily." She goes, "I am not." So Emily Shine is doing a information session with me about the Healy tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Monday night at, Tennille, do you know the time? Anyway, it's on my Facebook page. So if you just want to have a listen, there's no pressure. There never will be pressure from me. If you just want to have a listen about what it's about and what it does, feel free to jump on that Zoom call with us. You can ask questions. And any guys using it, Natasha, as in males? Heaps. Max, old dreamy Max. Max is one of our the founders in Australia. Actually, there's two blokes that brought it into Australia. Actually, three. There's heaps of blokes. There's a lot of fitness programs for muscles and stamina and endurance. So Max Glockner, he's like a good looking as. I just like to watch him. So Max, and then Peter's another fella at the top in our group. He's also on it. Yeah, heaps of males. Yeah, heaps. It's not just a girly woo-woo thing. It's actually science-based. The developer of this thing is a German physicist, a male, obviously, who, more blokes. Yeah, we do need more blokes in our tribe, actually. Do we have any yet, Di, in our tribe? We're roping Ross in, so we sort of do. The German physicist that developed this, amazing guy, like obviously really smart, but actually is he was a Buddhist monk as well. So he's got this amazing thing where he's an expert in science, and linked in to that, he's extremely conscious, understands spirituality and how the universe works. And he's put, Ross Bay, Diane, he has put the science and the spirituality together to come up with this. So it's amazing. That's why I knew this when I saw it straight away. I was like, this is so my thing. This is what I do every day, science and spirituality. I've got a science degree, and I am the most spiritual. I hate the word spiritual because it sounds religious. It's not religious. It's not about being religious. It's about being connected to yourself and knowing that there's more out there than just us little piddly human beings. Believe you me, there is way more out there. So, hey, Ellis, Auntie Illis. So, yeah, bringing the science and the spirituality together. And the most amazing thing about what he talked about was there's a webinar on our website. Di and I share a website. So there's a whole page of Healy stuff on there. And on there, there's a really interesting webinar, which I found amazing. So our website is www.theoilsisters.com.au, and then if you put the /Healy, it'll take you straight to the page. And there's a webinar there where he talks about frequency and vibration and how we're in different dimensions. So this here is the 3rd dimension, and up there is the 5th, 6th, and further. That's where all the spirituality and the woo-woo stuff resides. And now outside of our body is our energetic field or our aura. This is sort of bringing it into the 5th dimension. And he says, because the aura, this is getting a bit deep for what I wanted to talk about, but everyone seems to be wanting to know. The aura around you is the blueprint for what goes on in your cells. So your healthiness or your wholeness or your disease is within your cells. 4th is time and space. That's right. Is within your cells and physicality of your body. But this is controlled by this. Now, if this stuff out here is all blocked, like your energy is blocked because you all got shit thoughts and you're thinking terrible, then all that negative thought is vibration. Everything that comes in our mind and out our mouth is vibration. We're vibration, out there's vibration. We're all frequency. The table's vibration, I'm vibration, the dog's vibration. So think of it this way. If you've got negative stuff coming out of your mouth and you're living a really negative life, you're drinking, you might be doing drugs, you're eating shit food, you're having toxic thoughts, you're hanging around toxic people, you're doing a job you hate, what do you think that's doing to your vibration? It's bringing it down, 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 down. Hence, half or more, 3/4 of the population is sick. They're diseased, they're depressed, they're sad, they're feeling disconnected because their frequency is so low that their cells are starting to die and become into disease. It's amazing stuff. So how then does this thing around you, this aura, talk to you and tell your cells it's the blueprint? How does this connect to this? And it's via frequency. So this frequency is the thing, the language, if you might say, that talks, that your energetic field or your 5th dimension or whatever you want to call it, talks to your physical body is via frequency. Wow. So that's what this this webinar was telling us. And that's the developer of the machine. He explains it way better than me, by the way. But I was having the biggest aha moments when I was watching this. It's 37 minutes and I don't sit and watch things for that long. You get me to 4 minutes in a clip, you've done well. I don't know about you, but I'm freaking busy. And sitting here going for 37, that's just not me. Well, I was glued to that screen. I was like, oh my God. He was just so talking my language. And I was actually saying out loud, there was no one here, and I was watching it going, oh my God, yes. Yes, 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 yes. It just was just bringing all the pieces together for me. I know I've got a science degree. I know about I know how cells work. And I'm so into that word, spirituality. But he talks about how he brings them together. And oh man, I was in heaven. So if you're into that sort of stuff, go into the website and have a look and watch that 35-minute video, whatever you call it this day and age, not a video, a clip, a webinar. Get some information. But yeah, Emily's going to be digging heaps deeper. She is a kinesiologist and an amazing one at that. She's a clairvoyant. She's an intuit. there's a word for that too. She's a psychic, basically. Works with energy, has worked with energy for many, many, many years, more years than me, understands all the behind the scenes stuff, particularly around the kinesiology. And she's going to be running the webinar. I'll be helping her with bits and pieces, but she's running it. So that's Monday night, and I'm assuming it'll be around 6:37. So please, if you're interested, join up to that. Jump on that Facebook page I mentioned, Healy Quantum Healing Explorers, or you can have a look on our website. It's got all the information. So Emily Shine is the bomb. Did she pay you, Tennille? No, she gets really embarrassed. She's quite modest. But make sure you definitely, when you want your Healy, come back through us. And on that note, if anyone's looking for an amazing business opportunity, this is the time. This thing hasn't even launched into Australia yet. It's in a pre-launch. It's not even hit. October is when we actually get launched into Australia. It only went live in the US last week. It's not even in New Zealand yet. And this is huge. It's a massive game changer. I've already got a team of about 15 people, I think, under me, maybe more. Could be nearly 20 by now. But we're looking for some leaders to come on this massive journey with us. So yeah, Tennille says, no, haha, I've had a few wines. I'm excited. Yes, I was thinking about a wine. I don't actually feel like wine much these days. Like you said, Di. All right, I'm going to get off because I've been talking for way too long. Thank you for listening. And apologies, I'm holding this phone, but Google and Facebook aren't talking and it's not making me very happy. Get your shit together, Google. I heard on the grapevine there's some fight going on between Google and Facebook, so the Google Chrome browser is not supporting the Facebook Lives anymore. I've tried Explorer, I've tried Safari, I've tried Firefox. Anyone's got any tips on how to get Facebook Live working on my laptop? Please feel free to share them with me. I'd love to know because I am sick of holding my phone. Love you guys. Bye.